please put your hands together for mother of the groom, Susan DeVries and John Jameson.
Look out! Guess who's back again?
Next up, we have father of the groom, Ryan and Adina DeVries. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the bride's parents. Put your hands together for Gil and Julie McWilliams. At this time, we'd like to introduce our bridal party. First up, Chloe Cover and Alfredo Crespo. Next at our bridal party, Kimberly DeVries and Zach Johnson.
Ooh, yeah!
Next at our bridal party, we got Rachel Scheiderman and Ian Little. We'd now like to introduce our matron of honor and best man. Put your hands together for Samantha Todd and Andrew Valdetti. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to make a lot of noise. We're going to introduce the bride and groom. Put your hands together. Big round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Austin DeVries. Dancing together for the first time in husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Austin DeVries.
Don't have to leave this town to see the world, 'cause it's something that I gotta do. I don't wanna look back in 30 years and wonder who you're married to. Wanna say it now, wanna make it clear. Only you got me when you love someone to say you're set them free, but that ain't gonna work for me. I blame it all on being young. Got no regrets, 'cause it got me here. But I don't wanna waste another one. I've been thinking about what I want in my life. It begins and ends the same. If I had to choose what I couldn't lose, there'd only be one thing. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna even breathe. I don't wanna dream about you. I wanna wake up with you next to me. I don't wanna go down any other road now. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Rise now if I had to die now. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I wanna say it now, wanna make it clear, for only you and God to hear. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna even breathe. I don't wanna dream about you. I wanna wake up with you next to me. I don't wanna go down any other road now. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Looking in your eyes.
Mr. and Mrs. Austin McVries. Very nice. For the first time as husband and wife. What a great first dance. All right. Before everybody gets all settled in, we're going to do a couple more dances. Right now, we're going to keep Lauren on the dance floor. And please put your hands together for her handsome father, Mr. Gil McWilliams, as he steps up to dance for the father-daughter dance.
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman way to you be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew? One that I read all those fairy tales to, and tucked into bed all those nights. And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father was deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. Someday you might know what I'm going through, when a miracle smiles up at you. I loved her first.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for Lauren and her father, Mr. Gil McWilliams, wrapping up that beautiful father-daughter dance. So nice. Oh my goodness. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are also going to invite Austin back out onto the dance floor, and please put your hands together for his beautiful mother, Miss Susan, as she steps up to dance with her son for the mother-son dance. Glad you don't need music.
Slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more
beautiful mother, Susan, wrap up that really awesome Mother's Son dance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hit the time. Big round of applause at the end. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Okay, thanks. It's shorter than 6, I promise. I'm big ratings. Lauren, Austin, congratulations. I am so glad to be able to be here today to celebrate with the two of you, and I'm honored you've chosen me to have me stand by your side as you begin your new lives together. And from what I can tell, that new life is going to be a good one. Whenever I think of the two of you, I think of happiness. Lauren, I've known you for a number of years now, and while you've always been a cheery, upbeat sort of girl, I've never seen you as happy as you are with Austin. Whenever you talk about him, your eyes light up, and you're always been excited to show pictures of him to me or tell me what he's been up to. When you're together, I can see your happiness too. Austin, you've been a bit more muted, I'd say, but I always see your smile when Lauren's around. I see the extra little things you do to make her smile as well, like bringing an extra McDonald's hash brown on your way to visit in the morning without being asked. You both do things like that. The stash of energy drinks kept at the McWilliams household for Austin is another example. That's likely one of the reasons you two work so well together. You both always put in just a little extra thought and effort to make each other happier and your lives easier. That's not the only reason, though. You're both easygoing, adventurous, and open-minded. And while you differ in that Lauren is a bit more excitable and Austin is a bit more reserved, I think you still complement each other well. Lauren, you've helped bring Austin out of his shell at family gatherings, and Austin, you've helped Lauren to wind down and relax when she may not have thought to or been able to. All that said, your commitment to each other was truly shown when Austin left for the Army. Between boot camp, being stationed in Texas, and a deployment, you lost a lot of time together. Long distance is difficult before you add extra hurdles like limited communication, different time zones, the mental and physical stress of the Army, and the fact you two were basically living completely different lives at the time. The fact we're still here to celebrate today with you only proves the strength of your bond. Before I go, some advice, if you'll listen. Cherish every moment you spend together. The best memories aren't always from the big occasions. It's often sharing a meal in the evening or curling up beside each other before bed at night. You don't always need an occasion to celebrate or surprise each other. Bouquets of flowers and candlelit dinners aren't relegated to the weekends. You can have them on a Wednesday too. Seek not only to listen, but to understand each other. You'll get much further together if you know not only the what, but the why behind it. And bonus, if you can help each other figure out why they're thinking, feeling, or doing what they are when they're not sure. I could keep going, but lastly, and maybe most importantly, keep doing all the little things you do to make each other happy and your lives easier. Never let each other forget how much you care. Thank you both again for having me with you on your big day. I'm always here for the two of you if you need me. Anyways, I hope everyone will join me in wishing you both a long, fulfilling life with an abundance of love and happiness. Congratulations.
And now we'd like to invite up our best man. How about a round of applause for Mr. Andrew Baldetti?
How's everybody doing tonight? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Andrew, Austin's best man. I want to thank everyone who came out tonight, especially the parents, Austin, Lauren's parents. I'm the best man outside. I'd like to take a moment for everybody to realize how beautiful Lauren looks in her dress, how stunning the bridesmaids look, how handsome the groomsmen are. Austin, you're alright, you're alright. Austin and I first met when we were in middle school. on the first day, we had all of our classes together, or mostly. And every day he came up to me. How do you spell these words? He still asks me that. So I think for Christmas I'm going to get you a dictionary so you can hold on to that. It's never a dull moment around Austin. He's always up to something. Whether it's making a potato cannon, which are illegal, eating California Reaper peppers, which are extremely hot, and trying to see how long you can go without drinking water. Or even going off-roading and getting stuck twice. Having to call Lauren's dad and Matt to come pull him out. But that was the moment that I knew Lauren and Lauren's family were a perfect fit for Austin. They're always there to help him out, supporting him. And Lauren, I think you're truly the only person I've seen make Austin smile so much. For those of you who don't know, senior year, Austin had a lot of medical issues, and it was really hard for him to come to school. But he always made it in the morning to come see Lauren, and it was then that I knew that they were perfect fit. Austin's stubborn, no doubt about that, but he always listens to Lauren. Lauren always gets through to him. Nobody's perfect, but it doesn't matter if Austin's perfect. It doesn't matter if Lauren's perfect. What really matters is that they're perfect for each other. I'm very excited for you both. I look forward to see all the adventures that you guys go on together. Before I finish, I'd like everybody to raise their glasses as for a toast to my best friend and his beautiful bride, the new Mr. and Mrs. Austin McVries. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Andrew Baldetti, wrestling on. We have a couple more tips that we'd like to invite you this time. Austin's father up, so please put your hands together for Mr. Ryan McVries.
Everybody, nice, glad that you all came out today. I appreciate that. Lauren, I hope you have a bunch of doctors on call, because this boy seems to hurt himself more than I do, which is impressive.
Feeling we're really revolving around me right now.
I am your father. All right. So, all seriousness, how do you come up in front of a bunch of people and tell you what your son's, who he is, what is he about, the 20 years of his life? I'd love to take claim that I've done these things for him, but honestly, there's a couple words that I came up with that signifies Austin from birth. It's just what was ingrained in him from start. First one is, really it's two words, it's pride and honor. Austin was just born with pride for his country, pride in the work that he does, and pride in family. He's a very, very dedicated person. He always cares for everybody, and he always gives the best he can for everything that he does. Next one is integrity. Austin, from just early in life, and you guys probably even saw some of the videos, the pictures out there, he's always wearing a firefighter outfit, or a military outfit, or a construction worker outfit. He just always had that in him that everything mattered, and he always stood by all his beliefs. And to this day, I mean, he was wearing military outfits from the age of 3, and what did he do? He joined the army. You know, I mean, he's very, very driven. He knew what he wanted to do. He's always known what he wanted to do, and he just keeps driving at that. And I saw it early in life. You know, there was a time when he was just little, and you know, I think he was like 6 or 7 years old, and his cousin was getting picked on. And it wasn't even a cousin that he really even knew or hung out with very much. But he wasn't going to stand for it. And it turned into this whole ordeal with the family outing that he pushed another kid down. And everybody's trying to figure out why Austin pushed this kid down. And you know, the kid came crying. And when it really all came out to it, it was the fact that the kid was picking on his cousin. And he was like, that's not right. You're not going to do that. And that's something you don't teach at 6 or 7. That's something that they're just born with. You know, and he still does that to this day. You know, that's the reason why he's got all that devotion. He joined the military. It's because he doesn't want smaller, weaker people to get pushed around. He'll put himself in that way all day long and protect everybody. Devotion. He just doesn't stop. He's driven, he's devoted, and what he's going to do for Lauren is he's going to take care of her for the rest of her life, his life. You know, he just, I don't see drive in most people that I meet that he has. He knows what he wants, he goes for it, and he just doesn't stop until he gets it. And from what I understood from how him and Lauren met, she was dating somebody else, but he wasn't interested in that. He was like, well, that's going to end, and I'm going to be there. Devotion. But you know what? That devotion is going to carry through. He's married you, he loves you, and he will continue that until the day he dies. You know, and that's something you can't just get from anybody. It's something that's just ingrained from him from birth. And the final thing that I say, this is the funny one, independence. Everybody always says that Austin kind of just drives at his own. If anybody really knows him, he just kind of beats at his own drum. He just goes the direction he wants to go. And you can come along or not. He doesn't care. He can have a crew of 100 or 1 or none. Doesn't matter. That's the direction he wants to go. And he's always been a super independent person. And honestly, I didn't see him getting married at age 20 because he's just so independent. I always just seen him as that bachelor. So the fact that he's getting married at the age of 20 to Lauren means that she means the most to him of any person in the entire world. Because for him to give up that independence, because that's his strongest suit, and share that with her, and spend the rest of his life with her, that means that she is something very special to him. And she will always be very special to him. So, to that, I'm just glad to have you in the family, Lauren. And I think you guys are going to be a fantastic couple. And I love you both. Congratulations. All right?
Mr. Ryan McVries, very nice. Great toast to the bride and groom. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have one more toast. Please put your hands together for father of the bride, Mr. Gil McWilliams.
This was the hardest speech I read. I think I had it right. So it starts out like this, guys. I'd like to say good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special day in our family history. Julie and I would like to give a special thanks to everyone that has traveled from far away and nearby. Thank you to the parents of the groom, Susan and John, and Adina and Ryan. Also, I'd like to give a special thanks to Lisa, our officiant. It's legal now, kids. And a huge thank you to my wife, Julie, who has put so much work into the details to make things perfect, and is truly the backbone of our family. Thank you. That's part one. Part two, I keep thinking of this day, how it would have been special if Papa Gil was here and all the other loved ones that couldn't be here. It will be missed, but I know they're watching. So Lauren, perfect. She's my little angel. I remember the first time I held you in my hands. You were so precious. It was a true miracle, waiting for you to do your first cry and them to say she is fine. gave me the great relief. And a couple months went by, your mom and I noticed your little nose and eyes were turning black and blue. This was after the first time Julie let me watch her. By myself. Come to find out, it was her tear ducts closed. Obviously, I don't have that problem today, guys. Over the years, you've seen in those photos, we had a lot of special moments. Remember me teaching her how to swim in the ocean, St. Lucia. You know, taking ice cream trips when we go to work. I used to write her and say, "I'm going to work that. Get ice cream." Obviously, it didn't pay off for me. But having her in my life has been a blessing. She's really captured my heart, and you know, I'm so thankful to actually share this day, and very blessed to have you in my life. I love you very much. When I see you, Lauren, and how you have progressed over the years, and today before me is this young lady getting ready to get married. I'm going to get married now. It brings joy to my heart, because one of my things was, I don't know if the rest of you guys, but when you're a little girl, one of the things you have as a goal is to have them, you know, walking down the aisle. Now, we're a little 7 years too early in my book, but, you know, you can't stop love, because, you know, when I see the way you guys look at each other, I see love. Especially when he sends stuff to her from Romania, it makes me look bad in my own household all the time. It's a hard act to follow. Thank you very much. Now, when I first met Austin, he was just like there. He didn't really talk, he didn't really say nothing, but he kept coming around. Then finally, you know, I got to know him a little bit better, and I'm like, does this guy talk or what? And finally talking, we got a good relationship, and you know, I'm proud to call you my son, and welcome to the family, and I think you guys are great together. I'd like to give you a quote that I use all the time. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget the highest appreciation and not to utter words, but to live by them. I know you guys, you know, keep your words to each other, and that's one of the true things of, you know, you share your love with each other. It's a strong bond you guys have. And I'm happy to be here, along with all these friends, and you know, some of you guys know us from before Lauren was even a thought. We canceled that whitewater rafting trip, didn't we, guys? But I'd like to have y'all doing a toast, wishing these guys a blessed marriage, a long-lasting one. I'm very proud of you both.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for all the people who did such a great toast and very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, dinner is done. We're going to dance a little bit. You guys are welcome to come out here, start making your way out. Who made the first move? Yeah? Reluctantly, Lauren, you do that? Okay, all right. Let's see here. Who was the better driver? Who's the better driver? All right, who reads the most? Who picks the best shows or movies? Yeah. It's always a debate with that one, right? Let's see here. Who is better at keeping surprises? Yeah, Austin? No? He's not good at keeping surprises either? No? All right. Let's see here. Who is more creative? Yeah, okay, all right. You guys are in sync with that one. All right, who's the funniest? Who starts the arguments? Who wins the arguments? Austin thinks he wins the arguments, right? That's all it is. It's all right. Let's see here. Who is the messiest? Who's the messiest? Yeah. Wow, both of you guys are in on that one. Good. Who takes longer to get ready? Austin, she said, you a diva, man. You take too long to get ready. Was he primping a lot today? Yep. All right. Let's see here. Who has the best singing voice? Yeah. Let's see. Who has, who's always right? Austin, you got a lot to learn, my friend. There's 4 words that will make your life easy. Yes, baby, you are right. That's all you gotta say. You learn those 4 words, life is easy. Only guys that are saying no are the ones who like to argue a lot. That's the only ones, you know. Next question, who drives the best? Wait, we already asked that one, didn't we? We already asked that one. Who looks the best? Who looks the best? Yeah. It's funny, you guys should be saying each other on that one. That's pretty good. Let's see. Who picks the best places to eat? Oh, some debate there. Yeah, all right.
You don't like to go out to eat?
Who's more romantic? Ooh, yeah. Who's more dramatic? I didn't see Lauren complaining about doing a wobble dance a second ago. I'm just saying. All right, here's the last question. Who do you love the most? Who do you love the most? There you go. Wait, you had to cheat on that one, Austin? You had to look at the other paper? Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for those guys? Oh my goodness. Is it some 3, 2, 1, go!